Welcome back. It's 8:42. Now, the saying goes you can never be too careful, and when it comes to defending ourselves, that is very, very true. But the good news is you don't have to be a victim. You can be a victor. And here to show us some helpful moves and show me some helpful moves if you ever do get in trouble is professional self-defense instructor Daniel Neddo. Thank you so much for joining us today.
It's a pleasure to be here.
Absolutely. It's such an important thing. Particularly, there are so many students who are going back to college and kids who are back in school. What would you say is the number one thing they need to focus on when it comes to self-defense?
Well, the basics are, there's three things you should never do. First of all, you should never walk alone.
Okay.
Always use a buddy system or walk in small groups together. Second, never take shortcuts. Stay on lighted routes, the main routes.
Okay.
Obviously more lighting, there's more people on those main routes, and also emergency phones that you have access to.
Now, here's something that I'd heard before, which is if you're driving and you're a young lady out there, or even a young guy, you shouldn't take the same route every day. You should try and mix it up. What do you think about that?
I think it's a good idea.
Okay.
I think it's an excellent idea. You have to understand, predators need to isolate you from the crowd.
Right.
If they know your patterns, it makes it easier for them to isolate you.
Now, is there anybody who's more of a specific target than, say, somebody else out there, or do we all need to be aware of this?
I think everyone needs to be aware, and what people need to really understand is that you need to make yourself a hard target. That's what predators and criminals look for. If you're an easy target, you're not paying attention to your surroundings, you're overloaded with groceries, you're talking on your cell phone as you're walking, you've got earphones in your ears as you're exercising outside, that identifies you as an easy target.
Right.
Makes you more vulnerable.
But there are some moves that you actually teach people in case something were to happen that you can really defend yourself quickly and easily. And I know one thing you were talking about is you want to strike fast, quick, and be done with it.
Yes, and strike often.
Often. Okay, so show us a couple examples of these here. Guys, this is going to be very helpful for you.
Okay, one of the simplest ones is what we call a finger dart and a whip kick technique. And basically, as an attacker is approaching you, getting ready to come into your personal space, it's not really important that you actually make impact with your attacker, but to get him to flinch. And basically, if you were coming toward me, I would just whip out my fingers. Be at what we call a blade position.
A blade position. I like that. A blade position, guys.
Less of an area for him to hit you. And easier for you to maintain your balance. It'd be a finger dart to the eyes, followed up with a whip kick.
Oh, I like the little whip kick. Yeah, there you go.
The groin area.
And secondly?
Secondly is what we call an elbow spike. That's if you're talking on your cell phone and you've let your guard down and someone's coming up on you, and you just happen to catch them out of your peripheral vision. The elbow
just
comes
up with the elbow.
Not necessarily trying to make contact, but now he's got to work around that elbow to
so
get
it's like
to you.
Deflecting and also taking his attention away from what's happening, right?
Exactly.
Or her, as the case may be.
And after that elbow spike,
you're going to whip it out. Wow.
Two strikes
quicks.
with the edge of the hand, which is what we primarily use, and the heel of hand.
Wow. Okay. Well, now you're actually going to teach me something real quick here. We don't have a lot of time, so let's get to this demonstration here that I'm going to learn. So.
First thing you want to do, I'm going to be the attacker. What I'd like you to do is to get to the blade position.
Which we learned.
And as I'm walking forward, I want you to do the finger dart, which is straight out. And I want you to follow that up with a whip kick right there. All right, here we go. Whenever you're ready.
All right, so you walk forward here and then like that?
Exactly.
Hey, look, you know, that's actually very doable.
Very easy. And that's the beauty of this system. These techniques are using gross motor skills. They're easy to learn. They're easy to master, and they're easy to train at home with.
Absolutely.
Simple kick pad.
And you can do it just like that. And you are actually going to be having some great classes. If anybody does want to learn these very simple techniques, you actually saw me learn one right there. You can get in touch with Daniel at 574-302-7348. Got some great self-defense classes that are coming up. He can teach you these techniques and a lot of other ones. Daniel, thank you so much for coming in. I feel safer already.
It was a pleasure.
I appreciate it.